Manisha, welcome to Resolve. Okay, hopefully you will be going to enjoy Ein's journey, that is A1 journey. So, may I know why do you want to learn this language?
I've always
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to learn German. I mean, I've done 5 years
Okay,
of French,
okay,
uh, and so I've always wanted to learn German.
okay. So, very good. Like, do you want to make a career? Like, do you want to be like focused, like career oriented, like specifically in German language, or are you learning like this is your only for your interest thing, like hobby
No,
as a
it's
hobby?
it's it's a it's a it's a passion, a hobby. Yeah.
It's a passion. Okay, so very good. All right, so Manisha, we were discussing about the curriculum. Okay, so I
Mm.
already told to Pritha that we are having a curriculum, like particular curriculum. I generally provide my personal notes. Okay, so this is your A1 Netzwerk Deutsch als Fremdsprache. Here gibt Solve Capital. So basically there are 12 chapters. Okay, so we'll be going to cover each and every chapter slowly and gradually, but this is not at all important to cover each and every exercise because each chapter has lots of exercise. It depends. Okay, I'll be going to discuss every important things of each chapter. Then we'll be going to have Arbeitsbuch also. Arbeitsbuch is same as course book, but the thing is that you'll be going to have more questions in Arbeitsbuch. Okay, next thing we'll be going to have glossary. What are glossary? Glossary is basically your word charts. Basically, vocabulary. We'll be going to have lots of vocabulary in course book and Arbeits book. Maybe, probably, you're not going to get a more knowledge. Okay, Manisha. Apart from this, yeah. Apart from this, I'll be going to discuss my notes PDF also, where you'll be going to have grammar concepts. Okay, so here you'll be going to have all the grammar concepts. We'll be going to discuss each and everything, and after each, like not after each, like after every like 4 grammar topics, I'm going to take test to know how much you people have learned. So in that particular test, I'll be going to give worksheets also, and that worksheets will you can after the test you can just solve it home also.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, I'm having one more important PDF. Let me share that also. Yeah, this is my personal like vocabulary list where you'll be getting how to say adjectives in German. There are a list of words. You'll be going to have lots of words, animals name in German, everything. This is you can do for extra practice, like
Okay.
you can whenever you get a time just learn from this. So I'm having 2 important notes PDF and 3 curriculum notes. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with our thing. First of all, let me introduce myself. Ich heiße Ayushi. Okay, my Nama is Ayushi, or I can say my name is Ayushi. I am C1 certified German trainer. I've been teaching this language since 1 year. Okay, so I'm basically I teach this language as a freelancer German trainer also. Okay, so hopefully you will gonna enjoy this journey. Okay, so jetzt fangen wir an. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, do you know how to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon in German? If I talk about good afternoon, good evening, good morning, do you know how to say in German?
So good morning
No.
is Guten Morgen.
Uh-huh. Very good. Super,
Good night
Manisha.
is
Mm-hmm.
Guten Nacht.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And
And what do you mean by good afternoon?
oh, I'm not sure.
It's your Guten Tag. Guten
Okay, Guten
Tag.
Tag.
Okay. Yes. And Guten Morgen we did as good morning. Guten Tag as good afternoon. Guten Abend as good evening. And Guten Nacht as good night. So they are very basic. Okay.
Mm.
Now I'm gonna ask you how to say hello. Hello is very like it's very common word. Hello in German.
Yes.
Okay. Hello. All right. So the next thing is your bye. Basically, bye has 2 words in German. We say auf Wiedersehen. What does this mean? Bye. So there is one word as auf Wiedersehen. The second word is auf Wiederhören. So what is the difference between auf Wiedersehen and auf Wiederhören is auf Wiedersehen we generally say as a goodbye. Okay, so we like it's a formal way to say bye when you are saying bye to your like to your boss, or it's a kind of formal word, you can say auf Wiedersehen. When you are saying bye to your friends, to your siblings, yeah, to any member, like any family member, so we say generally cheers. That is cheers. Okay, that is bye only. All right, but when we say in a very formal way, so it becomes your auf Wiedersehen. Can you just Buchstabieren? Buchstabieren, this is what? Auf Wiedersehen. Say with me, auf.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Very good, Manisha. Super. It's you, Prita. Yeah, Prita, can you just pronounce this word as auf Wiedersehen?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Very good. Okay, one thing I want to mention here, whenever you get a letter in German, okay, exceptional cases are always there where you're not going to pronounce the same thing, but mostly 90% of cases, whenever you get a letter S, you're always going to pronounce as Z, not so. So that's why I have pronounced this word as a auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Got the same? Yeah. Yeah, can you please speak auf Wiedersehen?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yes.
Auf
Okay.
Wiedersehen.
Yes, Prita, very good. Okay, so the next thing is how to say bye on the telephone. Like when you are receiving, like when you have received a call and you want to say bye. Like here also we'll be going to say, because this is your, we are doing as an online class, right? So via Zoom only. So this is our online class. So when we'll be going to say bye, so we're not going to use then auf Wiedersehen. It would be much better to say auf Wiederhören, okay, which means hören means to listen, and auf Wiederhören basically bye when you are saying on the telephone or like on the meeting also. So it's your auf Wiederhören. Can you pronounce it?
Yeah. Auf Wiederhören.
Yes, very good, Manisha. Pritha?
Auf Wiederhören.
Okay, super. Next is see you soon. See you soon in German is called bis bald. Bis bald. Bis bald. Okay. All right. So you don't need to note it down because like everything I'm going to provide it. Okay. So then is your see you later. See you later in German is called bis später. Später. Okay. Später. Can you pronounce it?
Später.
After this particular thing, I'm gonna tell you alphabets also in German, because these are your greetings. Greetings you can speak like very easily. So that's why I thought that I should start with greetings. Then I'll be going to give brief topic about alphabets also. Okay. So the next thing we'll be going to have. Okay. Now if I'm gonna ask you, how are you? Okay, so how are you in German is basically we pronounce as wie geht es Ihnen? Wie geht es Ihnen? We means how, geht as, like generally you do not literal translate English to German. We usually say how are you in German as wie geht es Ihnen? So yeah, can you pronounce it?
Wie geht es Ihnen?
Very good, Manisha. Super. Sehr gut. Sehr gut means very good. Pritha?
Wie geht es Ihnen?
Okay. So, wie geht es Ihnen is correct. Okay. The pronunciation is correct, Pritha. Now, the second thing you will be going to have, like in German, if I talk about, you will be having one formal greeting, like formal pronunciation, how to say particular word or sentence, and there is one informal also. So in German you will be going to learn both the ways. Okay, so in English, like if I talk about, we generally say how are you in both the conversation, like formal also and like in informal also. Like when we are using very casual way, we generally say how's you, or we can say like WhatsApp also. Okay, but in German we have like these formal, informal as wie geht es Ihnen, wie geht es dir. All right, so dear as a very casual when you're talking to informal way, like to your friends, to your siblings. Okay, so it becomes your wie geht es dir. Okay. Yeah. Can you just pronounce it? Both of the sentences. We geht es Ihnen. We geht es dir.
We get es Ihnen and we get es dir.
Very good, Manisha. Super. Pritha.
We get es Ihnen, we get es dir.
Okay. Now, if I'm gonna ask you, wie geht es Ihnen? You'll be going to reply probably, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah. So how to say that particular sentence? I'm fine. Es geht mir gut. Es geht mir gut. Es geht mir gut. Can you pronounce it?
Es geht mir gut.
No. Manisha, it's not gut. It's gut. Gut.
Gut.
T sound. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sehr gut. Pritha.
Es geht mir gut.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So now you will be going to question me now. If I have asked you how are you, you will be going to say, yeah, I'm good. Then you will be going to raise a question to me, and you. Okay, so in English we say now, so that become, and you in German is und ihnen. Okay, I'll be going to write it down. If you want to note it this thing, you can. If not, so it's like you need to learn this thing because it's not mentioned anywhere. So I have thought I should mention you. Und ihnen means and you when you are using formal conversation, and when you are using in informal, so it becomes und dir, same as. Okay. And the person will be going to reply the same thing. Mir geht es auch gut. Auch means also. I am also fine. So that I am also fine in German become mir geht es auch gut. Okay. So if I'm gonna ask you the question, wie geht es Ihnen? The second person will reply me, mir geht es gut. Und Ihnen? Then I'm going to say the same answer, mir geht es auch gut. Or you can say es geht mir auch gut. Both are the correct ways, but generally people prefer to write this thing. It's your choice only. You can say es geht mir gut also. It would also be correct. So shall I ask this question, same question to you? Wie geht es Ihnen, Manisha?
Es geht mir gut.
Und Ihnen, say und Ihnen.
Und Ihnen?
Okay. Danke, mir geht es auch gut. Oder I can say, es geht mir auch gut. Okay. Very good, Manisha. Manisha, can you raise this question to Pritha now? Wie geht es Ihnen? That one. She'll going to answer you.
Okay. Pritha, wie geht es Ihnen?
Es geht mir gut. Und Ihnen?
Mir geht es auch gut.
No, not ouch, Manisha. Auk. Kha sound.
Auk.
CH will be kha. Okay? Yes. Very good. Super. Yes. Is this thing clear? Shall I go further now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next thing is you'll be going to learn, for example, if you are not feeling good. Okay. So how will you gonna reply this particular thing? For example, I'm not doing well. So that becomes in German, es geht mir schlecht. Schlecht means I'm not doing well, or you can say I'm feeling bad. Okay, so that schlecht basically means bad. So it becomes your es geht mir schlecht. Okay, so yeah, wie geht es Ihnen? You need to say this sentence, Manisha. Wie geht es Ihnen, Manisha?
Es geht mir schlecht.
No, not schlecht. Manisha, say with me. Schlecht. Schlecht.
Schlecht. Okay.
Yes.
Es geht mir schlecht.
Yes. And if you are feeling better, so you'll be going to say, for example, es geht mir besser. Es geht mir besser. Besser, we generally say besser. Es geht mir besser. Double S sound will be so only. So es geht mir besser. Okay. Are all these are you getting all these pronunciation? If you find anything which you are not getting, or you want me to repeat that thing, please don't be hesitate, ask me immediately. Okay, I'm gonna explain you 100 of times, but please try to understand at that time only, and if you have any problem, you can raise that question again. Okay, I'm gonna explain that thing again. Shall I go further? I'm asking, or do you want me to repeat this thing, Pritha and Manisha both?
You can go
No,
ahead.
it's clear.
Okay, very good then. All right, now the thing is that when you are saying excuse me, just break this word. It becomes you and T is silent here. And Schuldigung and Schuldigen Sie bitte, which means we say na excuse me, so excuse me becomes and Schuldigen Sie bitte and Schuldigen Sie bitte. Just break it, Manisha, and speak. And Schuldigen Sie bitte, which means please. Bitte means please. Yeah.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Very good. Pritha, can you pronounce it?
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Yes, yes. This is your formal way, but when you are using in a very casual way, so it becomes Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung only. Okay, you don't need to say then bitte because it's your casual. Now the thing is that wie bitte, when you are not getting any concept. For example, I have explained you something, okay, and you haven't understood, and you want me to repeat it. Okay, for example, if I have said you Entschuldigung, and you say sorry, can you repeat it? Sorry. So that sorry, like if you want that person to repeat, you say wie bitte. Wie bitte. Wie bitte means you haven't understood that particular thing that the first person has said. Okay, so you'll be going to ask that person, wie bitte, I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Wie bitte. This is a very short form we say. Okay, wie bitte.
Oui,
Okay.
bitte.
Yes, correct. Please in German is your very easy bitte. Thank you is your danke. I am sorry. For example, when you say I am sorry, we say es tut. It's your not tut. Tut mir leid. Okay, es tut mir leid. Okay, so you need to put here R. All right. So yeah, 1 minute. It's your R here. Okay, I'm gonna correct it. Just put it here. Like for example, I'm writing it down. Es tut mir leid, which means I am sorry. That I am sorry in German becomes es tut mir leid. Es tut mir leid means I am sorry. All right. Okay. Next, can you pronounce this thing? Es tut mir leid, both of you.
Es tut mir leid.
Pritha?
Es tut mir leid.
Okay, fine. Next one is really, wirklich. It's your wirklich. Okay, act also you can say. They are synonyms. So, but generally we say wirklich. Wirklich means really. Okay, wirklich. Okay, yeah. Next word is like gladly, when you want to say gladly. So, gladly is simple as gerne. G as gerne. Gerne. Okay, after E, whenever you see, like for example in danke also, whenever you see the last letter is complete, like ended with E, so we generally say a pronunciation. So danke, gerne. Okay, got this thing?
Yes.
May I know, are you both working somewhere or like students? May I know about this? Like, are you working some? You're working, okay, Manisha. And Pritha, what about you?
I just finished my TY third year.
Okay, all right. Okay, fine. Okay, so nice to meet you in German is called Freut mich, or you can say sehr erfreut. Nice to meet you, sehr erfreut. Say sehr erfreut. Sehr erfreut. Okay. Take care means in German as pass auf, dish auf, or you can say Macht's gut. They are basically whatever I have written in two ways, they are called synonyms. Okay, so you can choose any one of them. All right, so are all these pronunciation clear to both of you, or any doubt in any of the pronunciation?
No, it's clear.
It's clear? Okay, very good. Super done. You can just revise these greetings at home also. Okay, so I'm going to German alphabets, and from tomorrow onwards, I'll be starting Kurs und Arbeitsbuch. Okay, because these are some of the basics things that you must know, then only you will be able to do particular curriculum works. Okay, so yeah, so basically if I'll be starting with alphabets is called in German as alphabet. Okay, so what is a letter in German is called a. You need to open your mouth like we are having in Hindi a, so that is a pronunciation. It's your a. Okay, next one is your b. B in German is called be. Be. A. Okay, bay sound. C in German is called, T would be silent, and you will be going to say say. Say. Then you will be having D as the pronunciation is written already, day, day. Then E will be pronounced as A. F will be pronounced similar as F only. G will be pronounced as gay. Gay. H will be pronounced ha. I will be pronounced E. J, yeah. Okay, J pronunciation is different. J, you will be going to pronounce as yeah. Okay, whenever you will be going to have the letter J, you will never gonna pronounce as J. You will always be going to pronounce as yeah. Okay. For example, if it could be name also. For example, Julie. Okay, Julie. You will not gonna say Julie then Julie, because J will always be pronounced in German as ja. Okay, so these are some of the things that you must know. K will be pronounced as K. K. L only. M same, N same, O same. P will be pronounced as tail. Yes. Q, Q. R, R. S, same. T, T. U, O. V, V. W, V. X, X. Y, epsilon. Z, set. Here T will be gonna silent, so you're going to say set only. Okay. These are umlauts that I'm going to tell afterwards. First, I want to know the pronunciation from you people also. So can you pronounce all the letters till Z, Manisha? Can you just give a try? Yeah.
A, B, C, D, I, F.
No.
G,
Manisha, it's A, not I, A. Okay.
A. Okay. A, F, G, H, I, Ya, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Very good, Manisha. Sehr good. Basically, ya we'll be going to pronounce J as ya, but the letter we say yacht also. J, that is called Y-O-T, yacht. Okay. So I want now Pritha to read it quickly.
A, B, C, D, A. I'm sorry about that.
F.
Is it A?
Yeah. You were correct. Sehr good. You were correct.
F, G, H, I, Ya, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Set.
Yeah. One thing, Pritha, it's not upsilon, it's epsilon. Okay. Otherwise, the pronunciation were good. Okay. So now the thing is that, like in English, we are having articles. Okay. A and the, and we are having as vowels. So vowels like we are having A, E, I, O, U. So in German, we are having vowels are taking place as umlaut. So can you see that it is written with above letter A 2 dots? That 2 dots are called your umlauts. What are umlauts? Umlauts are like we are having in English also, na, vowels. So that are umlauts in German. Okay, so the pronunciation whenever you are having with any letter umlauts, the pronunciation change. Not any letter, we are having specific letters also. Like we use vowels whenever we are having the letters starting with A, E, I, O, or the U. Okay, so in German also we are having only three umlauts that are always written with the letter A, O, and U. For example, A with umlaut pronunciation is A. A. So whenever you will be having any word where there is a word starting with two dots above umlaut, so the pronunciation will be A. A. Okay. O with two dots above means O with umlaut sound will always be A. A. Next, U with the two dots above sound will always be like U with the umlaut sound will be EU. It's EU. It's EU. And then you are having that beta sign. You can see it's very different sign, very different alphabet. So it is called S set in German. It is usually written, for example, whenever you are having double S. So instead of writing double S, like in many of the German words, you'll be going to see double S also, but 50% words are there which is not written with double S, which is written with S set. Okay, so that S set is called your B. That is beta sign is generally called as S set. Okay, so the pronunciation of it, sir. So, are all these alphabets and greetings clear to you both? Any query, any doubt, any problem?
Could you repeat the one with the umlauts?
Yes,
Like
yes.
how-
Okay,
Yeah,
Prita.
same here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, fine. It's A with two dots above A. Speak with me. A. A.
A.
Yeah.
A.
Yeah, pronunciations are very, very important in German. Okay, so whenever you are having umlaut sound, now the pronunciation generally changes. For example, only single letter A sound will be A only. But when you write with umlauts, you can see there is like the sound is different. You will be pronounced as A because umlaut sound with the letter A will be changes as A. A. O with two dots above sound will always be ew, ew. O as ew, and U with the two dots above sound will always be ew, ew. So it's your A. You will slowly and gradually learn these sounds also when you will be having words now. And when I will be asking you to read a paragraph and everything. You will slowly be able to speak these words. Today is the first class, that's why maybe there is a difficulty to pronounce this, but slowly you will be able to learn when you will be having words. Okay,
How is the U umlaut pronounced?
it's ew, Manisha, it's ew, ew.
But
I'm
even
gonna,
O umlaut
it's
sounds.
it's it's ew. No, there is slight minor difference between them. U with two dots, it's ew, e. You'll be going to have ew, but O with is your ew, ew.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, only minor differences there, but
Okay.
there is only like AO is AO as AOS. Minor differences. All right. So shall I go further now?
Yeah.
Any doubt now? Okay, very good. So these are some of the words. Okay, let's have this thing also quickly. As we are having apple as apfel because since the letter A pronunciation is R, so it will be starting with R only. So apfel. Apple in German is called apfel. Okay. B as ball in German is called Ball. Again A. After B the letter is A. It will not be going to pronounce as A only in German. A. So that's why the pronunciation is Ball. Got this thing? C is your say, so it's your Katze. Katze. Okay, that is only. Then you are having D. D as pronounced as Hund, as a dog. Okay, Hund. You are having E letter as elephant. elephant, because A again. F is your fish, which you will going to write in German. Pronunciation is same, but the thing is that you need to add C here. G, Manisha, now I think so when you will be going to have this German, after 5 topics, you will be going to analyze whether French is tough or German is tough. I think so because you had already done you were 5 years experience in French, so you can easily spot the difference between French and German, right? Because I have just noticed, like I have asked many trainees also, like, do you find French tough, Spanish tough, or German? So most of the people say French is tough. Even I don't
Really?
know. Yeah, French is tough, Manisha.
No, I did not find it. I mean, of course, this is something very new, so that's what I was trying to recollect.
Yeah,
How would I
yeah,
go about
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
But even
Okay,
the
fine.
alphabets, the beginning of the alphabets in French and German are similar, like A, B, C, D.
Okay, so I think so you will be very easily, like, quickly grab all these things then. Yeah,
I
you were
hope
all,
so.
yeah, very good then, super. So I'm gonna take classes from you to learn French then, because I also want to learn something apart from this German, any other. I want to give a try. So I'm gonna take classes from you. Let me know the everything about French, okay? All right. So next thing is your F is your fish is done. G is your gay. Gay as Gewehr. Gewehr in German is called as a gun. Then we are having H. H in German is called as Ha. So it's your hen. It's in German. Basically, the word for hen is your henna. I have by mistake I did write the English word there. So it's your henna. Henna. Whenever you see the C letter alphabet E at the end, so you'll be going to pronounce as so that's why it's henna. Henna. Then you are having E as E day. E day. Because I pronunciation is E only, na, so that's why it is E day. Then you are having J as yacht. Yeah, basically, yeah. So you are having as jug in German is called Krog. But I already told you one example related to J only, that is Yuli. Yuli, like Julie as Yuli. Okay, so we'll be going to have more words related to that. Basically, you today what you need to do, you need to revise the things that I am teaching, like till alphabets only. All the greetings and alphabets you need to revise, because this is the first class only. From tomorrow onwards, I'm going to tell you the vocabulary also and grammar concepts also, that you will be going to learn from course book also. If you will be able to do Arbeits book and course book on time now, so I'm going to recommend one book extra. If you people will be able to purchase that book, this is that is basically exercise book. So in the middle of the class, when we are completed with 2-3 chapters or 4-5 chapters, then I'm going to tell the name of that book. If I see that you people are doing all the exercises on time and you want more books to practice, so I'm going to suggest 2-3 books to you. Okay, then we are having J is done. K as your car as cafe. Okay, cafe. L is your, it's lion in German is called, here see the pronunciation, O with 2 dots above, it's your Leeuwin. Leeuwin. AO. Okay. M as your mango, same as N is your nose. Nose in German is called Nase. Again, like it's your nose in English, Nase in German. O, o is your ocean. Ocean. Okay, because Z will be pronounced as Sir, it's opposite. S will be pronounced as Z pronunciation and Z will be pronounced as Sir. So there is interchange pronunciation. Next one is P in German is called pay as Pause. Pause. AU. Whenever you see two letters, alphabets AU together, the pronunciation is AU. That becomes your pause. So S will be pronounced as Z. Q, Q only, which is your quiz only. Then you are having the letter R, which is your R, Rosa. S as Zona. T as telephone. U as Uhr. Uhr is your clock. So you will be saying as not, it's your simply Uhr. V, Fau. V will be pronounced as Fau. So For example, father in German is called Vater, because generally whenever you are having the letter alphabet V, you'll be going to pronounce as F. So that's why it's your Vater here. W as your way, okay. Then you are having X as your X, epsilon, and epsilon pronunciation as like you're having yoga, same, but you will not be going to say as Y as epsilon. The letter Y is in German is epsilon, but the pronunciation will ya only, okay. Z is your set, and Z, I always told you the sound of Z in German will always be sa, so that's why it's zebra, okay. So yeah, are all these words and pronunciations clear? Yeah, am I not like, please let me know if I'm going in a speed or I'm doing lots of topics in a on a single day. Please let me know. I'll be going to slow down my speed then, or I'm not going to tell more like many topics on a single class. Do let me know, should I cover one more topic right now, or do you want me to stop here only? Because your feedback and your whatever you want to learn, your capabilities, everything, it's really important for me to know. So do you want me to cover one more topic, or like till here only? Pritha and Manisha, can you tell me?
I think we can
I'm
cover
okay.
one more topic.
Yeah,
Okay,
same.
okay, so very good. So I'm gonna start with self introduction also then, okay. And from tomorrow I'll be starting book, then I'll be going to stop till introduction part here only. So yeah, so self introduction in German it's called Vorstellen. So if someone asks you, bitte vorstellen Sie sich, what does this mean? Please introduce yourself. So now the introduction part you need to know here. For example, what are the points you will be going to cover in the simple introduction? Right now you need to be very, you are learning A1, so it should be very simple only. For example, my name is this, I come from, where do you come from, okay, I am particular this years old, I live in particular any place, okay. I speak, how many languages do you speak? So I speak English, any two languages you can say. What is